United States Army. Thanks again.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
fly
what we
safe.
say. Oh, okay.
Ho.
Thanks.
Okay. Take care. I don't know. I'm just starting this thing, but it's mostly about like challenges with work and work problems, but I like it when it's just like people's thinking about a life decision like that. Like, but you gotta speak a little bit louder than you normally would,
I just
or else
put
it
some
won't
candy
pick
in my
up.
mouth.
Oh my gosh! I should have told you before you ate the candy. But you said 24 of the finest years. Right after I said thank you for your service.
Yes.
I don't know how that salute was in the U.S. Army. And you didn't enlist at like 17, 18. You enlisted at what age?
28.
28. Yeah. Yeah, it is. You just gotta like kind of project because it's a digital mic. If it grabs it,
Yeah.
you'll hear it. If it doesn't, you won't.
So you want to edit it?
Probably not. I don't have time to edit.
So you just free flowing. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right. So, yeah. What? And you said that the reason was for what? You enlisted at 28.
Yes. My initial enlistment was actually for education. I wanted to finish my schooling, get my degree, and I did that, and then some.
Yeah, and then some, because
Yes.
that was like the first, 4 years or something?
Well, it took me a little bit longer because of moving from duty station to duty station. So
Yeah.
when I went to Germany, and I thought I would have finished there, but some of the classes that I wanted to take wasn't offered there.
Okay.
This was way back in 1998.
98.
Yeah.
So what was your course of study?
My course of study was child development.
All right.
Child development. So there's a lot of the classes that I needed. I started at El Paso Community College in Texas,
Mm-hmm.
and then from there I went to Germany. So I had to put a break on it because, again,
That's where you got that German accent.
no, I don't have a German accent. I wish. I wish.
No, I'm just playing. Okay. Well, that's cool. So El Paso to Germany, and then another station, or what?
Yeah, that's just the beginning, honey.
Yeah.
So went from El Paso. Well, I started in Korea. Korea was my actually first duty station.
Okay. Oh, okay.
That was like really culture shock.
Oh, is that right? I
Oh,
bet.
yes.
My stepmother was stationed in Korea for a little bit.
Yeah, it was a culture shock for me.
She said the same thing.
Yeah. And then from Korea, I did a year tour over there, and from there we went on to El Paso, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
I did 3 years there. Then I went on to Germany,
Okay.
Kitzingen, Germany.
Kitzingen.
Kitzingen.
Okay.
Mhm. I did 3 years there, and then I went on to Fort Hood, Texas.
Okay. Back to Texas,
Fort Hood,
different
back-
part.
Yeah, Fort Hood, Texas.
And
then
at some point, you have your degree.
I did get my degree in Fort Hood.
Okay.
At Fort Hood, I got my bachelor's, and then
So you became an officer
no.
Okay.
I stayed
What?
enlisted. I stayed enlisted. I
because
stayed enlisted.
because it was working out for you. You liked it.
It was working. I liked it, and then again, there's a age minimum requirement for officers. I think you got to be 35 years. I think I had already passed that 35 years.
Okay.
The age limit. So I thought about warrant officer too, but when I looked at the time that because I was going to do 20 years, so by the time I looked at the time that I have in grade and service and my rank as a warrant officer, it would kind of balance off.
Okay.
So I just decided to stay enlisted, and
Yeah, for a number of years.
yeah.
But you still your rank increases.
Yes, I retired as an E8 Master Sergeant.
8 Master Sarge.
Yes.
Wendy.
Absolutely.
Master Sergeant Wendy. Reported for duty.
Which
Wow.
is kind of equivalent to that first sergeant type thing.
Okay.
It is equivalent. It's just a diamond on the rank.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, yeah.
All right. Well, some people I talk to that they join the army, they can't. It doesn't work out for them. They're just like, man, I didn't like that at all. They always tell me what to do. And then I've heard from some passengers that are like, best thing I ever did. I got retirement now. It helped me with work. It helped me with my degree. Like, what is the difference between the people that, you know, you see them and you're like, oh, this guy's not having a good experience. So like,
it depends on a number of factors.
Yeah.
Your job, your duty station.
The function you have in the Army?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Your job, which is your MOS. They call it your MOS.
Yeah. Okay.
Your duty where you station.
Yeah.
And also as well your leadership. They play a very integral part in you as a soldier, developing you, leading you, and putting you on that right path.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of distractions. There are a lot of, especially when you're a young recruit, let's say you're 18 years old, and they send you to certain duty stations, like they send you away, like they send you overseas. I think it's not really recommended to send an initial soldier overseas. They're away from family. Some people kind of get that, you know, disconnect. Oh, I'm missing my family. You know, they get into trouble. They do the wrong things. They cannot really adapt to that environment, especially if they never traveled in their life. And all of a sudden,
that's one of the coolest things I think about it is like, listen, like, because I talk to some people around here, and I'm like, where have you ever been out? Like, I tell them I'm from California. Have you been out to the West Coast? And they're like, no. Like, have you ever been? Where have you been? And they're like, one time I went to North Carolina.
Yeah, that's it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm like, and they're like, wonder what they should do. And I'm always like thinking about, maybe you should enlist. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But
you think it could be detrimental?
It could, yeah. It could work for and against that person. Again, it depends on that person's mindset, what it is they want. But at that young, tender age, half the time they don't know what they want. So they enlist in the Army. Sometimes they do it because they want to be patriotic. Sometimes they do it because my family member, my dad was in there, so I want to follow my dad, or my mom, or whatever.
I still cannot believe I didn't end up in the service.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because my dad, my stepmother, my brother, my sister, everybody was.
Everybody was, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, it depends. It depends. But me, originally, I'm from Trinidad. So I just had my mind, like, focused. You know, I knew what I wanted. Many times I thought about quitting. I can't do this. I mean, I was good in my physical
yeah, you
training.
could do the PT.
I did. I aced the PT when I just joined. Even at the age of 28, I aced it. But that too is another mental thing. That PT thing, you gotta run. You really gotta train hard. It's a lot.
Yeah, lots of running.
It's a lot to,
Hey, did you guys do, like in the Marines, they do like those, like they chant as they're running?
Yeah, cadence.
Cadence?
Yeah.
You guys do that too?
Of course.
Nice. I like that.
That keeps the adrenaline going.
Yeah, you know, every now and then when I jog, I throw one of those on YouTube.
Oh, for real? The
cadence? Yeah.
We call them cadence. Yeah.
Cadence.
Yeah.
And they're fun, funny. You get somebody that is really good at it.
Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's you are pro that, and the retirement helped, right?
Oh, absolutely. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I retired November 2020. I retired in Germany. I did the last 5 years over there. And I retired
and you still get some money and benefits.
Yeah, I got all the benefits.
Okay. So did you start working again after what, a year off?
I work right now for the commissaries.
Commissaries.
Yeah, you know where you go to
like
shop?
When you go down to Lee, what is it called?
What's called Greg Adams now?
Yeah, Greg Adams.
Yeah. We work for all the commissaries in the world.
Oh my God.
Which is about 213 commissaries, and so I do counseling.
Okay.
For them.
Well, that's really cool. Thank you for sharing. And who's some other famous people from Trinidad? Do you know anybody?
Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj, Trinidadian?
Yeah, she's from Trinidad.
Okay,
Hedda
cool.
Headley.
Who's that?
She's another singer.
Okay.
Another singer. I think Nia Long. You know Nia Long?
Yeah.
Her parents is from Trinidad. Yeah,
Nice.
it's a
All right.
lot.
I like
Yeah.
to throw in some other trivia like that too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for sharing that.
You're welcome. So you take care now and
Wendy,
good luck.
United States Army, thanks again.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
fly
what we
safe.
say. Oh, okay.
Ho.
Thanks.
Okay, take care. All right, the reason I thought it was interesting to get Wendy's experience in the Army and have her talk about that is because it is a real difference between some people that I've seen that are like, yeah, they did a couple years in the Army and then for whatever reason they just seem miserable and they kind of badmouth it like it wasn't a good experience, didn't help them, and then one of the most like the absolute flip side of that was a guy who's like my age, like in his like mid 40s, who is totally has been totally retired for a few years and did like 19 or 20 full-on years in the Army. Couldn't have been a happier guy in the world, and was on like it helped his career so much, and now he's got retirement and another career. And I asked Wendy the question of like, what's the difference? Like, why does it suck for some people? Why does it not suck for other people? And I attribute that to, she said it was about where you get stationed, your leadership, and your job function. She didn't really mention the outlook of the person, but she had a freaking outlook where like anything is possible, optimistic, and if they can bring that out when you are joining the Army, like, hey, listen, this is going to be, you're going to get out of this what you put in, and you got to keep your eyes open for possibilities. We're not like, nothing is just handed out to you, but you might hear about this new advancement, this new training, that new assignment, and they're not going to put it like right in your face, but if you go looking for it, you can find out, and you can have a path that helps you grow in like many different ways. So I think that for a lot of young kids, if they don't know what to do, I think enlisting in the Army, from what I've seen, the people I've talked to, most of them have like an extraordinary experience of it. So really cool. Thank you for sharing that, Wendy.